I've put the show behind me, respectfully. I found what I came for. I'm ready to move forward. I grew my platform off of just straight positivity and peace. And then you got some fans who love like just chaos, right? My only favorite moment throughout this show was building the relationship I had with Shelly. They take away social media from everybody, and that was the part that really was like, I'm gonna put my heart into this.
Like you said, the show is behind you.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it behind us.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about what you have next.
Okay. I've never really told anybody this first.
So I'm ready.
No, I'm excited. So,
I'm Shelly Graham. This is Boardroom Talks. I'm here with social media sensation Greene. We're going to be talking all things Love Island USA, his business endeavors, and all the amazing things he has coming up next.
yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm excited. First off, I was gonna say, I love your hair, by the way.
Thank you. Y'all heard hair. You heard it. He loves
Stop playing
my
with
hair.
my good sis.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what's
Now I'm
going
excited to
on.
talk to you. I really am digging your energy right now.
Thank
so let's
you.
Get into it.
Let's
Yeah.
get into it. Okay, let's take it back to the beginning. And by beginning, I mean of your life.
Yeah.
Tell me about growing up in LA and when did you become a dance connoisseur?
It's funny because, you know, my mom has been the one with rhythm all her life. And, you know, she kind of passed that gene trait to me. And, you know, you play some Michael Jackson around and I'm dancing like nobody's business.
Yes.
And being that is the case is one of my talents. It's one of the things I like doing for fun. So I was thinking, like, how can I incorporate one of my passions, of the things I do in my free time throughout my work? And sure enough, that's when the dance classes started to, you know, rise. And it's been one of my favorite journeys, a part of my life story. And I've been able to connect with a lot of people around the world. And, you know, a lot of people might look at it as surface level, just dance, but for me, it's more than that. It's connecting, you know, different social groups and different, you know, people who don't feel included. And that's been a part of my whole life, is just making sure I'm including people who might be forgotten about. So, yeah.
It's about bringing joy, right?
Exactly.
Like
you know
joy,
what I mean?
fun, laughter. I
Yeah.
remember just seeing those early clips with you and I'm like, what is he doing? And then I was like, wait, this is serious. Like, this is serious. This is a business. Like, this is a whole, like.
But actually, how it started off, like, I do it for free. Like, I
Yeah.
did the teaching of the dances for fun. Like, that's how it really, what I really took pride and joy of. Like, I get off of doing from work and doing what I do and go start up my live and stuff like that. So that's the really, you know, the joy behind this whole entire passion that, you know, I've built up. And it's been incredible, for real.
Yeah. So tell me, what year did you start doing the dance classes? And like, walk me through a day. You said you would go to work, get off, and then go do the fun stuff.
It's what I used to do is I've never really told anybody this before.
So I'm ready.
No, I'm excited. So I used to work at a restaurant in Hawaii when I used to go to school. Yeah, and then I started getting into TikTok. You know, I had seen, you know, people going live and streaming. And I was like, yo, like, a personality, I can do this shit.
Right.
Boom, I went it. Can I curse?
Yeah.
Can I curse?
Yeah, you can curse.
Feel like my mama in the room.
Yeah. I was like, I said yes so fast, I looked at her like, right?
I was just more like, yeah, I can do this shit. So boom, I started streaming, and then just like, for me, I'm a character. Like, I like to do something different every day. One day I'll be a DJ, one day I'll be a blind dating coach, one day I'll be a dance teacher, you know what I mean? So I just like having fun and being a different person every time I go on live. And how it really started was, you know, a group of, you know, individuals in Pakistan. Shout out Al, Gujar, Babar, Johnny, Sajwal, Zain. Gotta make sure I shout out the squad, you know what I mean, here. But they had all joined my live one day. And, you know, for them, how they got, you know, money was by getting on live and just dancing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you know, I really wanted to teach them some swag when they dance, when I brought them up. So I was like, okay, I got to find a way to incorporate them to where, you know, don't send me any type of, you know, monetary gifts when we on live, send it to them, because that's really what the whole point of it was. But when I started teaching them how to have some swag, started forming a little group, you know, we was known as the Boogies around here. Then we started dancing, and, you know, it turned into, you know, me just wanting to post one of my lives. But I had been doing it since like maybe 2024, 2023, you know, stuff like that. But I had posted one of the clips and it had took off, and I was like, okay, you know, I know everybody enjoys these videos, but I want to include more people. Like, and that's when I started reaching out to the different social groups.
You guys are triplets? So, okay, what's your name? That's why you're gonna be great. Kobe, he never drank water. Michael Jordan never drank water. Just put him in the game.
No, Birdie told me we hit 1 million followers. We blew up dancing with everybody around the world. But it's time to do some new content. And I can't do it all from my kitchen no more.
So you're not just a creator. You've turned this whole online presence into a lucrative business. Like it's become your livelihood.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us about when that kind of, switch flipped and this was like, all right, I'm gonna do this full time?
Yeah. Honestly, I started doing, my business full time around like 2023, 2024. I had started, the company. I had started like my own brand and my own business of where selling clothes. Little other hustling things I do on the side to just, be motivated. Like for me, I don't ever want to be stuck in one box. I like to conquer all different boxes. So then, boom, I know how to rap. I was like, let me drop a track or two.
All this energy, y'all ain't know I could dance, can act, and can rap. Check me out. Ace Boogie taught the world how to dance. Come take a class.
And I just like to try new things for real. And that's been my whole business of Ace Mob, is making an entertainment company of me being able to do all different things,
And do you have a favorite of those things, or are you just really trying to like jack of all trades?
Jack of all trades, to be
love
honest
it.
with you.
I love it.
I can't have a favorite because one day I wake up and I want to be the biggest DJ in America. And then the next day I'm a rapper, and then the next day I'm a coach. And
Next day you dancing with the
yeah,
squad.
right.
Want to go back to you doing, full-time job before you were doing the content creation.
Yeah.
When did you quit the restaurant? Like, what was the actual moment where you were like, I'm walking out of here and I'm really about to make what I built my life?
So in Hawaii time, I would have work at around like 5 p.m., you know what I mean? But like prime time, like West Coast and New York time was earlier than that. It was like 3 o'clock. So boom, I get on live, start streaming. And for me, I was doing it just for the fun and the love of it. And then I started figuring out like, I'm kind of making more than, this job, let alone being here for like maybe almost a year and a half at that job. And I was just blessed. I was grateful for God blessing me with different opportunities to continue to grow and be able to take care of my family back home and just on my friends and, buy a little something nice for myself. You know what I mean? So, I had quit my job, and I really just trusted God and what He had planned for me. And sure enough, I'm here talking to you.
And what type of career did you envision for yourself before your content took off? Like, obviously, the restaurant was a job, but not a career. So, like, what did you envision for yourself before you knew the content was going to pop off?
Honestly, I envisioned myself, doing something where I'm involved with the world. I knew from a young age I always wanted to be, somewhere in the entertainment business because, I do talent shows when I was in 3rd grade all the way up into middle school and just either singing, dancing, rapping, all that. And then, I knew from there after I had done all the entertainment stuff, I'd get into sports, I was like, maybe I could be actor in a sports movie and stuff like that. So I really knew since like yay high, you know what I mean? But after I had got that opportunity to continue to grow on my live streams and stuff, I knew this is what I wanted to do long term, regardless if it could be stable, it could not be stable. I didn't care. I wanted to put my heart into something, and I knew regardless of whatever I put my heart into, I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, absolutely. And what draws you to the hustle?
What draws me to the hustle? Honestly, not going back to being broke.
That's real.
We got bills. Like again, like I grew up, fortunate, but it's been some challenges throughout my entire life. Like growing up with my mom, single mom, taking care of 2 kids, and really she got 4 kids, and then I have siblings of all over the nation and shit like that.
Yeah.
But it's hard to take care of kids by yourself when there's you're not growing up in a 2-parent household, And being in this case, my mom, she was always a hustler, always trying to, put food on the table, trying to give us the newest stuff without, making us feel like we can't have new stuff and things like that. So just seeing her, watching her grow up and watching her set an example for me, I knew I had to go 10 times harder because I don't want her working for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
And that's my goal, is making sure she's taken care of, my siblings is taken care of, my nieces, nephews, all of them. So that's what I take pride in and have joy through.
My mom's she was a single mom as well. I have 5 older sisters.
Damn.
So my mom has 6 girls.
Were you the baby?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, hell no, yo.
I have a brother on my dad's side, but we
Okay.
all 7 of us grew up together. I am the baby girl, though. I am the baby
Lord.
girl.
I know you spoiled.
Don't say that. Ooh, it boils. It makes my... I'm like, I'm not, I swear. swear. But no, I am the favorite though.
Yeah, I figured.
I'm not gonna lie.
The
like,
youngest one is what you gotta watch out for, respectfully. Yeah, hell no.
But no, like seriously, like even to your point of just like growing up in that type of household, like I didn't want for nothing, like at all. But I'm like, my mom's hustle was unmatched. I'm sitting here like, I'd be crying over spilled milk.
You got a black mama?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So, like,
I'm like, I'd be crying
black
over
mama
spilled milk, and I'm like, she was doing it with 6 kids. Like, shout out to you, girl. You
shout
did
out,
that. You
shout
ate
out,
that.
what's your mama's name?
Melvicia.
Shout out, Mama Melvicia.
There we go.
Yeah.
Period. Okay, so let's get a little bit into your Love Island experience.
Yeah.
So, like we've already talked about, you had a platform.
Yeah.
You had a lot going for yourself.
Yeah.
Why did you really want to go on the show? What drew you to the opportunity?
Honestly, like going into that whole experience was I already have a platform, and going into here, they take away social media from everybody. And that was the part that really was like, okay, I'm gonna put my heart into this, because they were gonna take away that factor of clout and take away the factor of new age dating and take away all that shit. And for me, that was really, really, really what I wanted to jump into. And going into this, it's kind of hard dating when you have, you know, social media presence. Like you don't know who likes you for you. You don't know, like, granted, I might run down on some shit and be like, yo, I'm feeling you, but I don't know if it might be the same thing, you know what I mean? Because, or what their intent is. And going into this villa, I was like, all that shit is gonna be stripped from everybody in here, and it's gonna give me a chance to grow as a person, get to know people, and, you know, see what it was like dating in the 80s and the 70s and shit like that. Like, I always wanted to do some shit like that. Like,
he was like, where they weren't on social media,
right,
no phones,
like,
nothing. You
I
just
feel
had to
like-
meet someone where they were at.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, everybody talks about, oh, cheating on social media and shit like that is new age dating. And like, the only cheating you had to worry about back then was the woman across the street, right? Instead of around the world.
That's as far as they can get.
Exactly. So, like, going into this, I'm isolated to deal with emotions and deal with, you know, getting to know someone truly for them. And that was the thing that really drew me to going into Love Island.
Yes. And, you know, going back to, like, you know, you having a platform, your platform has grown so much since you've been on the show.
Yeah.
Has your approach with your content changed at all since being on the show? Have you done anything differently? Are you more mindful, you know, with this new audience that's now with you?
For me, I post with intent, you know what I mean? Every post means something to me. Like, there's a story behind why I want to post. I don't just post bullshit just to post. So that's why I was very careful coming out the villa. And plus, I wanted to spend time with family, friends, and obviously my girl, Shelly. But when you see me post, it's gonna have some intention behind it. So that's one thing for me that I'm always gonna be able to keep, because, you know, the content ain't gonna never stop when you got a creative mind.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's it been like to merge these two audiences, right? You had what, like 1 million followers on TikTok alone.
Yeah.
You know, and those people grew from your original platform. You come out, it's double that and some of Love Island, you know, fans. How has it been to merge these two groups?
It's weird. I will say that. It's weird because, like, I grew my platform off of just straight positivity and peace.
Yeah.
And then you got some fans who love, like,
chaos.
Just chaos, right? So I'm kind of merging those two groups. And that one is like, Ace, we want you to go back to what we doing, yada yada. And then we got a new group who's like, Ace, I need you to get on your shit for real. Like, get on some menace shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, for me, I've always, you know, stood firm in who I am as a person. So being me is never gonna change. So if you gonna join the Ace mob, you're gonna have to get with it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like you're two, like,
exactly.
They on your shoulder talking to you, because it's like, I got it in me,
but
peace. But I got it in me, but peace.
Exactly.
No, that's real. All right, let's get into the realty.
Okay.
What are some of your favorite moments about your experience on the show?
I will say my only favorite moment throughout that show was building a relationship I have with Shelly. You know, like, again, she taught me how to deal with, you know, expressing myself and being confident, or I've always been confident who I am, but like being confident about something even when it's hard, you know, like dating her has been, I will say, a journey, you know, throughout this whole entire experience. She's taught me how to love properly, and, you know, how I express my love is real out loud when it comes to her. And it's just been, I don't know, it's been different for me, because usually, like I said, like outside the villa, you know, usually I don't deal with emotions. Like, I feel the emotions, and I feel if it's too much for me, it's overwhelming, I dip. Like, I'm over it. But in this instance, nobody's gonna ever understand what we went through in that villa, and that's why I take what we have very, very seriously. And I can't wait to keep growing, babe. I can't wait to keep growing with you, baby.
I love it, Shalace. I love it, Shalace. Okay, so we watched this love story blossom, right? Truly organically. It was really beautiful to watch. I was so excited. Y'all had me nervous before, but like by that episode, y'all got together. I'm like, all right, we locked in.
Right.
Like we locked in. How does it feel to bring that relationship into the real world? And how have you kind of maintained like yourself? And you had so many things going on, but like you said, like really focused on just growing what you guys started.
Honestly, just keeping things private. Like, and I understand we found love throughout, a TV show and stuff like that, but it's been about really getting to know each other in the outside world. And I date with intention. I was very careful with that inside the villa, and I still was like that before the villa and even being on the outside. So, just getting to know each other in the outside world with the outside noise and how we exist in each other's lives day to day, and I feel like it's been going great, and I'm ready to take some more steps.
Is there anything you want to double down on, just from your experience, reunion, or just in general coming out of this experience as you move forward in your career?
Honestly, I've put the show behind me, respectfully. Like, I found what I came for. I'm ready to move forward.
I know that's right.
I ain't here for no games.
I know that's right. But like you said, the show is behind you. We're going to put it behind us. We're going to talk about what you have next.
Okay.
So life after the villa, how has it been?
Honestly, it's been great because I'm getting back to me, which is spending time with my family, spending time with my friends, spending time with my craft, my work, and Shelly, of course. And I really just been trying to take advantage of that. And new things are in the works, and I can't wait for y'all to see them.
Can we talk about that a little bit? Any major brand partnerships, campaigns, anything you can tell us at this time?
Nah, I just did a thing with Burger King, you know what I'm saying? I did my little dance 1-2 step. And it's funny because it comes full circle, because I remember after school, my mom would take us to Burger King real quick to like feed us, you know what I mean? Because Burger King was, they solid. They held it down, you know what I mean?
They got that Impossible Burger. I be
you know what I'm saying?
Don't tell nobody.
Exactly. So like, for me, I was excited to do this partnership with Burger King because, again, it comes full circle to how I grew up. And I'm very intentional about who I partner with as well, because I'm not just going to partner with people who I don't feel represents me. To be that it's a part of the VMAs too. What? Are you serious?
So you're going to the VMAs?
Exactly. What you talking about? Is you cool?
I'm gonna get
I'm gonna be at the VMAs.
I'm gonna get you a suitcase.
Exactly. Now we're gonna be at the VMAs turn. And
he said
I'm really
we all
excited.
going.
Yeah, we all going. Everybody in this room, all the production, everybody want to get in the truck. We pulling up to the VMAs.
Let's go.
Nah, but I'm super excited to be working with them on this project, and I'm excited. I remember when I was a kid, I used to watch all my favorite celebrities on the VMAs and shit like that doing their performances. So to know that I'm being in the presence of greats, it means the world to me.
It's only the beginning.
Yeah.
It's only the beginning. Okay, so are there any other particular industries or companies that you'd be excited to partner with as you continue to grow your platform? Like, what are you looking to do? Like, what we going to see?
I want to work with a lot of people. Especially me being from LA, I gotta run through all my LA stuff, like either the Dodgers or the Lakers, or like what else do I?
Don't say Dodgers and the Lakers.
My bad.
We didn't
Dodgers and Lakers. Stop playing with me. Yeah, I definitely want to work with all the things that I grew up with first, and then I want to branch out certain brands, certain partnerships and stuff like that. So look. If you seeing what your boy is about, come in, holler at me. One of the things I really do want to get into is acting. Like I really want to star on television shows, movies, and things like that. Or even if it's voice acting too. Like I love cartoons. That's one of my favorite passions. Is waking up Saturday morning when I was a little kid, and we didn't have cable, so we'd only turn on to the channels that came on the TV, right? Yep. You know what I'm saying? So boom, in my underwear, eating cereal, watching Saturday cartoons. So to just do stuff that resonates with me as a person. Like I've always wanted to, be attached to things that I feel are a representation of me as well. So acting, movies, shows.
Okay, so we're gonna see you voice some cartoons or some animation characters. Yeah. Okay, so we got that on the list. Yeah. What type of role do you see yourself being in? What's your dream role?
I want to be in stuff like Power. That's one of my favorites.
I can see that for
you. You can see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like me and Tariq, like we would put belt to ass to everybody in the streets, Like I feel like that'd be lit. So 50 Cent, hit me.
He said, call me.
My people want to reach out to your people talk to me, and we gonna get something set up right here.
I can also see you being the comedic relief in a horror movie or something too.
Really?
Like, I can see you
I
being
can't do
funny.
horror movies.
You could be serious though.
I
You
do be
could
serious.
get very serious and then you can get very funny. So
Tight-
I'm like, you
tight
could be the
of
comedic relief. That means you're gonna have to like probably die though. You know how they do those types
First
of
off, I
characters, but-
run. I ain't like these. You know what I mean? Like, I'm taking off.
You
I
sound
see
get out of
I see
there.
the knife coming at me. I'm good.
No.
Respectfully.
Felt
But
that.
ain't Scary Movie coming out? With the new one with
They are
Marlon?
making another one. I think they are making another one.
I gotta be
Okay,
in
so you could do something like
Yeah,
that.
I could
So
be
you-
in something like that. That'd
Yeah.
be lit.
Okay. So we got it. We got a couple of roles that
Yeah.
we're gonna get filled.
For sure.
We're gonna see it. Any other major moves you want to manifest? Any things you want to do? Any bucket list items or?
For real, I want to do a lot of things. I want to work in movies. I want to do shows. I want to do animation or voiceovers with cartoons and stuff like that. Working with Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, things like that. One thing I really want to do is get into TV show hosting, like
Okay, I
like
can
a
see that.
106 and Park type of vibe. I really want to get into something like
You're a
that.
good interviewer. Like
Thank
you be asking the good questions.
That means the world to me.
Look at you.
Nah, yeah, I definitely want to get into show hosting, whether it be award shows or regular TV shows. I'm with it all. As far as clothes, I want to work with Fear of God, Essentials. I feel like that would be a really good fit for me. Kevin Hart, I want to work with him. I want
Yeah.
to work with Mike Epps. I want to work with Eddie Murphy. I want to work with Martin Lawrence. I want to work with Denzel, Michael B. Jordan. They be saying I look like Michael B. Jordan. That's what they be saying.
I was like, what you doing?
They be saying I look like Michael
Who
B. Jordan.
said that? Who
They,
said it?
they know who they are. Type of.
Oh my God.
But I do want to work with them in some shape, form, or capacity. Like whether it be like a brand deal, whether it be a movie, whether it be something. Like for me, I like learning about the GOATs and how they got to the opportunities that they're at now. So like anywhere they got room for me, I'm with it all.
Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. We don't see it. We don't see it. Okay, let's bring this home. Can we expect to see you back on TV soon?
Oh, real soon.
Yeah.
What? Overly.
You said it's not over.
Overly soon. You know what I mean?
Overly soon. What that
Overly
mean?
soon.
We're gonna have to wait and
We're
see.
gonna have to wait and see.
The bloopers of this are gonna be.
All right. Ace Greene for Boardroom. Thank you so much.
Cut. I need a slate, yo. I need one of those things that do that, yo. Nah, honestly, you're amazing. Like
Thank
you really
you.
did that shit.
I did that?
Nah, you did that shit.
Thank
For
you.
real. I'm proud
I'm
of you.
so happy.
I am Ace Greene, and this is Boardroom Talks.